the end of a successful business week, and on BizTech on Ghana Web TV, we will bring you an update of business news that made headlines during the week, as well as an interesting interview. I am Na Oyokote, and you are welcome to BizTech on Ghana Web TV. Now, the details. There's tension brewing at Abossey Okai, Ghana's spare parts hub, over relocation plans. Now, this was revealed by the leadership of the association, who has hinted that there's going to be a spare parts village in the coming 5 years. But members of the association are not pleased with the move. My colleague DESMOND FRIMPONG has the report.
Mr. Simon Pedu is the co-chair of the Abossey Okai Spare Parts Dealers Association, and today he's going to let us in on the relocation story that has been greeted with mixed reactions. Some of the spare part dealers are in for it, others are not so happy about it. And he is the co-chair of the association, and today he's going to let us in on the story. Welcome to Ghana Web BizTech.
Thank you very much.
How's business going?
Normal. We can't complain. Normal.
Normal, we can't complain, but some people are complaining. I mean, they are complaining about the fact that government is contemplating on relocating Abossey Okai spare part dealers from the usual Abossey Okai that we know.
Yeah, let me make it clear and let me emphasize it that government is not making any attempt to relocate us. And no government, let me repeat, no government can force us or can relocate us by force. But what is happening is that somewhere last year, Nana Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, came to us to visit us, and we put before him that yes, we want the future of this business, and for that matter, we may need a better place to live. Looking at the place that we are living, the environment and other challenges here is numerous. So to make the business grow, you need to have a better place. So we put it before him. So this year around February or March, the new minister, Henry Kote, came to visit us. We had a stakeholders meeting, and we remind him about the relocation agenda that we are pushing. So he said, yes, it's good, it's brilliant idea, so I'll try to find a better place for you so that in future you can relocate to the place. So we proposed about 3 places: Afenya, Dowenya, Amasaman, or in Sawam. Any of these places we'll be very grateful to relocate in future. So in attempt of him to find a better place for us, he did an interview with one of the media stations, and he said, oh yes, in future we will relocate Abossey Okai from here to Afenya, and it brings a whole lot of
yes, it brought a whole lot of controversy. But my question really is leadership of the Abossey Okai spare part that proposed that to government, and our government comes to talk about it, and members are not too happy about it. So then does it mean that leadership on its own, without consulting its members, just got up one day and they realized, they thought about probably a relocation would be good for business without consulting the spare part dealers? That's why they are also quite worried about the relocation.
That is not true. The medium that we use to communicate to them is to have a general meeting here. We had a general meeting here. A lot of people came to the meeting. We informed them about the intent of relocate Abossey Okai in future, but not now. About 80% of them agree with us. They urge us to go ahead and do the transactions with the government. So I don't know.
So then why the opposition now?
Yeah, you know, Ghanaians, any good thing that you are pursuing, they will try to punch holes. They will try to bring it down so that it won't come to life. But you know, as a leader, you have to concentrate, and we are aware that by all means we will have challenges. We had opposition from any corner or corners from Abossey Okai. And what is happening now, we are doing a stakeholders meeting. Yesterday we had a stakeholders meeting with those who have their investment here, and they all agreed to us that yes, it's a laudable idea. Initially they don't have any clue about what we intend to do. Now that we have informed them, we don't have anything against it. We are going to have another meeting by next week, inviting the media so that we put it before the media what is going on here. After we met the minister, we are yet to have the land. Even the acquisition of the land is not done. So why this confusion? So I think there is no cause for alarm. For us, we will continue to do what is good for this industry. Because if you want your industry to grow, you don't sit down unconcerned as if nothing is at stake. You have to plan and plan well. And we are planning for the future leaders, but not now.
As some people say, they've rented their space for probably sometimes 10 years, 20 years, and now that you are talking about relocating them, what becomes of the investment that they've committed to rent?
That's the behavior of Ghanaians. There's a history here. We migrated from Accra Central to Abossey Okai somewhere in 1977, 78. It's 44, 43 years now. These are some of the challenges they had at that time. Most of them saying, how can I go to, they call here about how can I go to Akanesi? At that time, the whole place is waterlogged. There's no building here. We have some few buildings here. From Accra Central to Malam Junction is just one lane without any asphalt on it. But the leaders decide to come here, and they try to invest here 44 years down the line. Looking at the situation that we are in now, if we want this industry to grow, we have to plan. We have to plan. So always I've been telling them that yes, my entrance has its system there. We don't like it. We have to plan for future, because the industry, the future of this industry is very bright. And if we don't have leaders who can plan and plan well, in future this business will collapse. And we don't want this industry to collapse. Now the government is planning to bring a lot of car manufacturing companies here. That tells you that the spare parts industry have a future, and we have to plan towards future. So yes, there will be opposition, but we will focus.
One other concern is the fact that people who do business here, they have their customers, they have their clients, knowing that, oh, I mean, I'm able to find spare parts dealer A here, easy identification. And now they are going to be moved to another place, and it's a whole lot of deal for them. Why did you even want to move from here?
Looking at the situation that we are living, all this area is not meant for a commercial area. It's for residential area, and we managed to bring in this business here. So if you want your business to grow, why don't you find a better place? The environment, the sanitation, everything is poor here. Even you can go around and have a look. None of the shops have even a toilet facility, and it's not good for us to live here. The country is growing, and we have to move from one strength to another. And if you want your business to grow, you have to plan. Yes, it's difficult to move people from here to another place, but we will pursue it. Not now. Not now. In future, they will get to know that yes, this plan is very well and it's going to help us. Look, Cocoa people acquired their land 40 years ago. They failed to move to the new site. Now, the leaders who took that initiative, they all gone, die and gone. But now, the executive, now they are enjoying the praise. And they had a whole lot of opposition. You won't go from here to, Antioch, or from here to Iron City, Amanfrom is far away from Accra, so we won't go. 40 years down the line, now they are enjoying the praise. They have a lot of enough space to trade with. So I think it's better you plan than not to do anything at all, and you sit down unconcerned for something to happen to your business before you take action, or you consider to bring in another idea. You have to plan from today, so that in future you have any challenges or you have any problem. My concern, and my prayer is that in future this industry will grow and grow bigger, and we are praying for it. It will come to pass. By 10-20 years to come, spare parts in Ghana will be the hub of Africa. And all in any of the African countries, if they want to buy spare parts, they will come to Ghana. But we have to start planning from now. And this is the time.
So then you keep telling me that even though there's a relocation along the line, it is not now. Are you able to give me the time frame?
We are planning that from now to 5 years, within 5 years, we will relocate from Abossey Okai. And we want a better place. We are not thinking of Abossey Okai or the spare parts alone. We are thinking of the mechanics, those who sell cars, a place that we can have a hospital, a stadium. We want to build a village by itself, Look at the situation here. No investor will come to our aid, because the whole place is very porous. The whole place is not good. Even though we are enjoying what they're doing here now, but if you have this vision, you have to plan so that the future generation will come and take over from you. We cannot sit down here for this business to collapse. And we thank God that after yesterday's meeting, all our stakeholders, most especially those who have their investments here, have agreed to us that yes, it's a very good plan, valuable plan, just that they haven't been informed before we took the decision. And we told them no. We know that the easier medium that we communicate to you people is to have a general meeting here, and you fail to come. And if you fail to come to the meeting, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to go shop by shop, and inform all of you people before we take a decision? No. So we've done our part. Now that you are in, we have informed you. If you have anything against it, let us know, so that we straight the line and move forward.
What are some things that you are rolling as an associate? You are rolling down for your members to have quite a soft landing when you are moving to the proposed destinations.
I've told you we cannot force them to leave the place. If we are able to secure the land, and if we are able to have an investor to build a modern shop for us, they will come by themselves. As what's happened in the last 44 years, they are trading at Tudu, and they decide to come to Abossey Okai. And that time, those over there are agitating that we cannot go. 5 years after they packed their tools and come here, they came here in their numbers. Kokompe is there before we came. The Kokompe people are telling us, Abossey cannot survive, Abossey cannot survive. 10 years later, all the Kokompe members, those who are very big, huge at Kokompe, they decide to come to Abossey Okai. And I know it's going to continue. The history is going to repeat itself. If you are here, we cannot force you, but you will come by yourself, because the incentives that we are going to have over there. Here, if you want to rent a shop, maybe you pay 10 cedis for 5 years. Another 5 years, you come and pay 10 cedis. After the 10 cedis, you pay extra rent every month. And if government is going to give us such facility, and we are going to pay 110 premium, even if it's 10 cedis or 20 cedis, you pay it once, you won't pay any money again. Which one do you prefer? you decide to come over there. So we are going to put measures in place after acquiring the land and the completion of the shops to make sure that people will be interested to come to the place. And you know, the city is growing, and we have to expand it by way of taking away some companies and industries from the city center to the outskirts. This is how we plan. We all cannot stay here. It's not fair. It's not fair. So we are planning to go the outskirts of Accra and to help. To help bring business to those over there. Either we are going to have a Fienya or any of the places, we will go.
You know, whenever you're doing a business, location is key to whatever business that you do. Why, considering these places that you've mentioned, Afienya, I think Pokwas is part?
Afienya, Dowenya, Amasama,
Okay, so these places that you mentioned, what are the pull factors? Why are you considering these places?
We are asking land from the government. We know these are the areas that government can have a land for us. All these areas are full. But when you go to those places, there's a lot of land over there. So we want the government to lead us to get a better place. So that's the reason why we put it before them. We want these locations. We can get it for us. Yesterday, some of our stakeholders, those who have invested, they told us, no, even if we can get Suhum, it's good, because now that we know that the idea is good, we are all going to support. If government can acquire land at Suhum, you see, so I think it's miscommunication. That's the reason why people are not happy about it, and say people are agitating, talking here and there. But with time, they will get to understand us.
Thank you so much. So we're going to go for a quick break, and when we're back, we've interacted some of the members of the association to also have their take on the relocation.
Powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the OCHERE rubbish dump collapsed.
This planning should be long-term planning, not immediately. Like you have to access, like to the customers who are here or the spare parts dealers. You have to come together, share ideas. Then you know, okay, we agree, we have accept to move. Maybe it's a long-term plan by 5 or 4 years time. Then you prepare a place. Then otherwise you have to go with either with the estate developers or whatever to have the plan how going to build the shops, whether you build it and the standard, and every standard has a cost. So if you like this, whether 2-in-1, whatever it is, it has a cost. Then when the customer agree, they begin to pay by terms. Maybe you take 3 years, 4 years to pay. So after that, then we can evacuate to the new site. So we agreed to go there, because even nowadays, the landlords, how the money they take us is huge, and we are not afford even. That's why the Nigerians are competing with us.
Okay, mine is when you look here, we are already here. You understand? But with the relocation, for me, it's good for me, because renting a shop for 5 years, like 50,000, 80,000, I would like to go there and buy it. Maybe I can buy 2, I can buy 3, and it will be my own forever. So if the government wants us to move, I don't have a problem with that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Say the Omo candidate. If I say, what as I say, and we see story building say, yes, say about it. But Pam and Crawford had more day or more covered for fra. It is a old down crossing cross, and I do. I'm fine, actually, when you actually want. Ain't me yet possible, sir. And say, Grandpa, ye clean up our crown, Crawford, ye can say, oh, no, Pamian in a day and a day, incident, sir. Wasn't a clean up until behind the store. Ye now say it, I say, yes, ye, so I had to come on. I hear
Abossey Okai han muati na bia wo ye adwuma aha na manfo nim se wo shop wo woni ama wa wo ye adwuma wa na wo je adwuma na efia akosete o baabi a time kure bedi ansa na ho na mu apija others ne bebre na affect adwuma ne bebre na affect adwuma nti Abossey Okai han se Abossey Okai build dada Abossey Okai kese others enye sa ha na yan yepew say adwuma na yeye obi enu obe ye adwuma say adwuma na nsan na chi de bia wasi ne shop a waye na adwuma na tim no na wo si wonja ho no monto no nkote enye ye so what they say Abossey Okai azo enye government agency Abossey Okai so enye government smai e individuals nti obi ata asase no esidan na wo si wonja nto no nko that was it
So those were some of the opinions of people that apply their trade here, they are spare parts dealers, and according to them, they've done business here for some time now, and just relocating them to another place in a rush is not something that's going to help them. They've done business over the years, and this is where their customers are easily able to find them. They are not really saying that they are not up for relocation, but they wish proper plans will be put in place for proper relocation to be done. My name is DESMOND from FRIMPONG, and I'm reporting for Ghana Web BizTech.
That was a great interview with my colleague DESMOND from FRIMPONG. But we move straight to WINSTON AMOABENG to help us with some helpful internet tools.
Hello, my name is WINSTON AMOABENG, and today's episode is mainly for students. I'll be introducing you to an internet tool called Quillbot. Quillbot is an online tool that helps you paraphrase pieces of text. If you do a lot of work involving words or creative writing, Quillbot can help you paraphrase your words in different ways. Let's go to the computer and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so here on the PC we have google.com, and in the search box we type Quillbot. Press enter and it takes us to the searches. We click on the first link and it takes us to the internet tool. We can see quillbot.com, and then we have a few modes. We have the standard mode, the fluency, creative, and creative plus modes. For the other modes you need to pay, so it's a premium feature, but we have access to the standard mode. So I have some text that I copied. I'm going to paste it here and we see how it works. So with the standard mode we have access to only about 400 characters, but then you can log in using your Google account to further increase the limit to 700 characters. So then I click on the paraphrase button over here and we see how it works. It will take a while depending on the speed of your internet. So we can see the paraphrase text over here. We can see the words that were changed. They are highlighted in orange color. And then you can click on the highlighted words and then you can choose a word from a list that pops up to replace if you don't like the word that you saw. So that's how Quillbot works. Stay blessed and I'll see you next week.
We move on to biz headlines. Now, over 42,000 people who lost their jobs as a result of the negative impact from COVID-19 are set to benefit from the Unemployment Insurance Scheme, Deputy Minister Designate for Employment and Labour Relations, Bright Brobe, has assured. The scheme is aimed at providing some relief for workers who have lost their jobs and will aid such individuals with financial support. Appearing before Parliament Appointment Committee on Tuesday, June 8, 2021, Mr. Weku Brobe, who is also the Member of Parliament for Himang Lower Dentra constituency in the Central Region, said the scheme is currently in its final stages. He disclosed that a consultant who was contracted to ascertain the impact of job losses in 2020 has presented a report which showed that over 42,000 people were laid off as a result of COVID-19. International Monetary Fund's resident representative for Ghana, Dr. Albert Tuna Mama, has dismissed claims that Ghana is worse off despite IMF's consistent report. According to him, the monetary body rolls out economic recovery programs that help countries revive. Dr. Tuna Mama said the IMF is not to be blamed for countries' instability or otherwise. I'm not sure that this country has stagnated for 16 years. I'm not necessarily arguing that the fund is the reason for the growth, but it didn't harm that growth either. The fund is here for a reason, and it is especially for situations like the one you are in now, where countries, because of COVID-19, face very different prospects, at least from the fiscal side, he said. Again on Bright, Weku Brobe, the Deputy Minister Designate for Employment and Labour Relations, has stated that the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo-led administration has created over 3.8 million jobs since assuming office in 2017. He said both private and public sector jobs have been created by the government with the mindset of integrating the public and private sectors to revamp the dwindling economy. Appearing before the Appointments Committee of Parliament on June 8, 2021, Mr. Weku Brobe said the jobs created by the government were a result of the implementation of flagship initiatives such as the Planting for Foods and Jobs, NAPCO, and others that were rolled out by the Akufo-Addo-led administration. Move on to the hike in the transport fares, where passengers have described as inconsiderate the decision by the Ghana Private Road Transport Union to increase public transport fares by 13%. The new fares took effect from June 6, 2021. Passengers believe the increment will have an impact on the cost of items, including food, and thereby put an additional burden on their finances.
Too much. They say na station here no so no. Omo de obi happen oje.
Everybody is talking about it, you know. Myself, you know, if like you are using 20 cities in and out to your destination, right now you have to add more than half to it. So it's a challenge, but we will go through it. It hasn't been so fair because from my place, like Pantan Village to Oyarefa, it's been 50 pesos in addition, which is not so fine. So to me, I wasn't expecting it this much. So it's a challenge. One point said, man, I'll buy an hour and never cost one more being able to return on Falcon. No fair, the Cusina here, I ain't enough for Consa, good to see us. There are not fair there.
It is really bad. Yesterday when I went to school, then I realized there was some increments in the lorry fares. I mean, you are constrained with the limited budget you have, and then they increase it. I mean, not for only me, but for others who are kind of not really that kind of wealthy and they have just little amounts on themselves. And they realize that they have increased the amount to some huge something they can't even afford it. It kind of affects them also very badly, yeah.
On the Aviation Center, the Minister for Transport, Kweku Ofori-Asiama, has said from September to December 2020, $17.3 million was generated from the coronavirus tests carried out at the Kotoka International Airport. Out of the total amount made at the airport, Frontiers Health Services had $16.2 million, while the Ghana Airports Company received $1.1 million. The government engaged Frontiers Healthcare Solutions Services Limited to conduct the rapid COVID-19 test after reopening the airport to international traffic in September 2020. Mr. Isiama made this known on Thursday, June 10, 2021, in Parliament after the minority leader Haruna Idrisu inquired about the details of proceeds from the COVID-19 testing exercise at the Kotoka International Airport. In response to the growing menace of mistrust and scams within the online commerce space, a new mobile money escrow service called Move Secure by Insano has been launched to facilitate safe and secure transactions on mobile money. The service operates by holding money in trust till both vendor and buyer confirm their satisfaction with a transaction, says Ms. Linda Otu, country manager for Insano. According to her, this is a much-needed solution to restore the declining levels of trust between online buyers and vendors, resulting from increased cases of scam. For buyers, Move Secure ensures that even though you have initiated payments for a service, you can get your money back seamlessly in the event of an attempted scam or if the wrong order is delivered. She adds that it also shows a commitment to your vendor to prioritize your order. U.S. Ambassador to Ghana, Stephanie Sullivan, has said goods from Ghana continue to receive massive patronage in the U.S. market. This, she said, has called for the renewal and extension of the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act to 2025. The Africa Growth and Opportunity Act gives Ghanaians and other African exporters access to the American market. According to her, the U.S. government is resolved to grant Ghanaian exporters some certainty in their exports to the U.S. AGWA is in full force till 2025. That gives us predictability and certainty. There are 18 products that can be exported through the West African Trade Hub. We have done some capacity building to help them meet those standards. One other issue is packaging, of which we are dealing with. There is a huge market for Ghanaian products, and my team and I are eager to work this out. We'll end it here for this week's edition of BizTech on Ghana Web TV. But visit www.ghanaweb.com for more news stories. Get interactive with us on all our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are at the Ghana Web. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ghana Web TV. I am Na Oyokote. Thanks for staying with us.